You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney Theme Parks podcast, and this is show number 422 for Sunday, the 7th of August, 2022.
Where dreams begin.
Well, hello and welcome to this week's Disney Dream Girls. My name is Michelle Young, and together with my jolly good chum Jane Phipps, we are your guides to the place where dreams begin. Hello there, Janie.
Hello there, Michelle. Are we getting excited? Because we've not got long to go now, have we?
Holiday, celebrate. I know, I've been getting quite excited doing all the washing and doing all the ironing of the Disney clothes to go into the suitcase and preparing myself bits and pieces for the cruise. I've been making little gift bags. I am going to tackle making myself a fish extender to hang up outside my stateroom so that we can pixie dust other people on the ship and they can pixie dust me, which could be a nice little token from where I live. So I'm very excited about it all.
So it's the only time, isn't it, we get excited about doing laundries when we're about to go on holiday.
I know. Ironing the other day, some of the skirts that I bought from Queen Ursula, because they're full circle skirts, take a good 15 minutes to press them all because she puts so much material on them. They're so full and luxurious. It takes so long to iron them, but I'm there steaming away over Figment's face, getting really excited.
Oh, it's the little things, isn't it?
It is. And how are you doing, my lovely?
Yes, I'm doing well. I'm kind of enjoying my little retirement thingamajiggy, whatever I'm going to call it myself nowadays. And I'm coping with Simon getting rather excited about a 3D printer, which I may have a little favour to ask of you, Michelle.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just say that he's currently printing something on his 3D printer that needs an accessory that can only be got from somewhere that you will be going not so long in the future.
Oh, I'm very intrigued about that. We might have to start doing a deal, though, because Simon might be able to start printing you some 3D ears.
This is very true, yeah. I'm kind of, I'm hoping, and he has said that he's up for this. We've been looking for a decent-sized Mickey Mouse ornament to go in my study craft room where I'm sitting now, talking to your good self. And we've found it really difficult to find one that we like of a decent size. So he has talked about printing me my own Mickey 3 big sculpture type thing.
Wowza. Then could he perhaps put in the line up to print me a 3D Epcot Spaceship Earth cookie jar, please?
I'm not quite sure whether he's that clever. Mind you, he probably can, to be fair, Michelle.
It'll save me bringing myself one back from Florida this year.
Yeah, it wouldn't obviously be ceramic, so therefore it probably would last better, wouldn't it? There's no chance of breaking it because it'd be like...
Absolutely.
You know. Yeah, he was only talking about reinforcing things with carbon fibre the other day. See, I do listen when he talks to me. So, you never know.
Ooh, well... While we're chatting away on all this sort of malarkey, let's crack on with today's Podderoonie.
Oh, right. Yeah, better do that, haven't we?
So, I've got a little bit of history.
Okay.
And to be honest, 2 of these dates really stunned me, to be quite frank.
Right, okay.
So the first one is the 9th of August, 1899.
Well, that will stun me because that's a long while ago.
It is. I wasn't around then, Jane.
Well, you're not, Michelle.
No. I don't even think my parents or my grandma was, to be honest.
No, mine wouldn't be either, no.
But this marks the date of birth of Pamela Lydon Travers, as she was known at birth Helen Lydon Goff, and we obviously know her for her creations of Mary Poppins.
Definitely.
And on this day, also in 1934, picture the scene, Walt Disney gathers his lead animators in a big room and he outlines the story for his first full-length animated feature film, and he talks them through Snow White.
Wow.
And that's obviously there for me because I'm a Snow White girl. And I will digress slightly for this. The other day we were shopping, and you know when you go out and you sort of see something and you think, oh, that'd be really good. I saw these really cute crystal Kate Spade earrings that were of an apple with a bite out of them, and I just screamed in the shop, they will be perfect for my Snow White bound.
And everybody looks around you thinking, what's that strange woman
I
talking
know.
about?
I didn't buy them though because they were £40 and I just thought, nope, need Florida money. So
Yeah, like, you have to equate everything to Dole Whips, Michelle.
I do, and that will get me a fair few Dole Whips. So yeah, I didn't bother. And then sad news, and I can't really believe that this was 8 years ago, that on the 11th of August 2014, Robin Williams sadly passed away.
Crikey.
8 years, Jane, it feels like yesterday.
I say, where has that time gone? That is scary.
It really, really is. So, yeah, mixed bag of history there, Jane. As you say, it's a bit of a quiet time on the old news front.
Yeah. I'm just going to say something, actually, Michelle. Talking about, you describing Walt sat round with his animators planning Snow White. Just a little heads up. Anybody that has got Disney Plus, heartily recommend watching the documentary series about Industrial Light and Magic, because that is very much that the founding of that company with George Lucas and Star Wars, when you realise how they came together and how innovative they actually were, it kind of ties in really nicely with that image you've just created of Walt sat there explaining what he wants to create and then wondering how they're going to create it. And there's the parallels between Walt and his creation and what he managed to encompass. It's actually really quite comparable to George Lucas and how ILM evolved. It's a little digression, but heartily recommend anybody to watch it.
Ooh. I will have to put that on the watch list. Although at the moment I am watching something on Amazon Prime about Jack Reacher, which is just, yeah, that's really good. And I'm supposed to be restarting the Stranger Things series.
Right.
And also multitasking here. Yesterday, Husbster and I started rewatching Harry Potter.
Oh, you do like give yourself lots to do, don't you?
I know. And in between all of this, I'm trying to knit and sew and get a big sort of decoration of my Disney door for the cruise as well. So, busy lady. Anyway, let's talk Disneyland.
Yes, okay.
And I will be honest, it feels an eternity since I've been there. It was December 2019 I have been there. But there is a long list of reasons why you should make your way down to Disneyland this season. Particularly because Main Street Electrical Parade is going to glow away again on the 1st of September.
It doesn't seem like it's been with us for that long. I don't know why they take these things away. Can't we just keep them permanently?
I've no idea. Maybe they're bringing back Paint the Night. Maybe they're bringing in something new. Maybe they're just thinking, I'm not going to bother with a nighttime parade until Christmas.
And that's what worries me, because I always like the fact that there's something happening at night time. I always love those nighttime parades, so I would rather keep that than the fireworks.
Yeah. True. True. Also, the Disneyland Forever fireworks show is ending on that same date as well, so hurry, hurry.
Oh, double whammy. Double whammy.
Absolutely. Another thing that we can be celebrating that it has come back to the Disneyland park is Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage is back.
Hey.
And it's more vibrant than ever because they drained it, they painted it, they decorated it, they made it look sublimely gorgeous. The lagoon water is crystal clear and ready for you to go and have your voyage.
Yeah, I saw some of the painting work they've done. It looks fantastic.
Yeah. Now, if you're in that position where you're not quite ready to go into such a confined space or have an access issue, don't forget that this attraction has a sort of an accommodation that they can make for you, and you can go into a room and sit on a nice little metal bench and watch the entire voyage via a big screen. So if you're not quite ready to go in the sub, that's a really good alternative option that Disneyland have got put in place as part of its disability access scheme.
I didn't know that, Michelle.
Well, you see, I know that because one year with my knee being particularly dodgy, I couldn't bend it enough to get down the steps. Cast member said, well, instead of your party all splitting up and you waiting here, would you like to all go in this room and you can get the same experience?
How very thoughtful.
Now, yeah, it's not exactly the same because you're not looking through a little tiny porthole, but saying that, you're not crammed together with a load of other people either.
And so much better than now.
Absolutely, and it's really nice that Disney do that, and it is part of the thing that I say to people that have got dietary issues or mobility issues. Disney go over and above to accommodate you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So that's a good thing why you could go back. Now they're doing a little bit of a celebration, Jane. Have you heard anything about this?
A celebration of what, Michelle?
It's called Celebrate Soulfully, and it celebrates Black heritage and culture through music, food and art.
So I'm guessing Soul as in the Pixar movie Soul.
It's kind of connected to that, yeah, and it's running through the 5th of September, and there's music to listen to in the downtown Disney district. There's bits of pieces. You can go and see an exhibit, which is free of charge to go into, which is next to the Star Wars trading post. Go and have a look. There's food trucks and all sorts.
I say, I heard the word food, so that sounds good.
Absolutely, some delicious, really tasty bites and some fantastic music that you can go and listen and enjoy. And talking of music...
More music.
One thing that I always stopped for and watched and listened and enjoyed was the Disneyland All-American College Band.
Yay.
Love live performances, and this band, 21 musicians from 13 different colleges and universities throughout the USA, perform at Disneyland Park all the way through till the 12th of August. So you're going to have to be quick.
Get down there, get to see them, yeah.
And this year is their 50th year of summer programme of performances. And
it must be quite an honour, I would suspect, then, within the college band community, that should you get picked for doing this.
Yeah. And a top tip, if you pop on over to our good friends over at Window to the Magic, he has been, as the wonderful Paul Barry, and recorded an audio adventure featuring the All-American College Band where you can hear note by note.
Ah.
I love that. I really do. I love the fact that you can get this immersive experience, and many a night when the insomnia's kicked in, just listening to that just helps me drift off to sleep. So, yeah, all good fun. Yeah, so many reasons why to go down to Disneyland, particularly if you're a California resident. There's some special ticket offers where you can get in a special deal a little bit cheaper. So it's well worth your time. If you haven't already decided to bob to Disneyland, make a trip. Although it'd be a bit tricky for me and thee.
Just a tad, yeah. A little bit expensive as well.
Yeah. But I thought I'd mention it. And of course, in the summer months, how better to enjoy yourself at the park than by having food and drink? You know, those cool beverages, the delightful whippy type ice creams that are all on offer there.
I like the way you say whippy type.
Yeah, love a bit of dull whippy. So, from one park to another, and let's talk a little bit about, well, what everybody's talking about at the moment, Magic Band Plus.
Oh, Magic Band Plus. Well then, Michelle. So this is a big question. I think I know what your answer is going to be. Are you going to buy a Magic Band Plus when you're there in a couple of weeks' time, Michelle?
Do you want the short answer or the long answer?
Well, you could do the short followed by the reasoning why.
Okay. Well, no, I'll go through the reasoning, Jane.
Oh, okay.
Because I think for anything that I buy at Disney, my head and my heart have to come into alignment, because we've all seen those amazing, wonderful souvenirs, and you have to sort of go through a process and think, is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of money, particularly with the exchange rate from UK pound to US dollars being so pitiful at the moment.
Well, yeah, and it is this sort of balancing act, isn't it? Because when, particularly if you're coming from a foreign country over to the US, you've got to take into consideration your exchange rate. You've also got to take into consideration the cost physically of getting there, never mind hotel rates, and then, you know, paying for your food while you're out there. And bear in mind, guys, we're coming out for what? I mean, how long are you out there for, Michelle, this time? Almost 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
You know, so that's a long time to budget for, isn't it? So unfortunately, you're going to have to weigh up what you really want to bring back against what you need.
Well, if I need it, technically I don't need any of this Disney stuff that's in my house, really, to be honest. But there are certain things in life that I need more than anything.
Yeah.
And before I talk on Magic Band, I will just have a quick what I needed conversation with our wonderful family here listening. I really needed the orange bird button-down shirt, and it's been ordered for me, and I am really giddy about it. I really needed that, Jane.
Absolutely. A life's must-have.
It is. A little bit of orange bird madness into my life. And as I've said before, orange bird is one of the outfits I will be wearing for the Halloween party. So now I've got a shirt, I'm dead excited. Anyway, Magic Band.
Magic Band, yes.
Magic Band. $34.99 for a bog standard Magic Band Plus, or $44.99 plus tax if you want the more exclusive of designs.
Yes.
That price comes with a charger in a nice little package, and you can have a $10 discount if you are a Walt Disney World hotel guest and you choose to buy it prior to your arrival.
Yes.
So I suppose if I was going to invest, now is the kind of time I need to press the button and say purchase.
True, yeah.
Even if I have to use a VPN to get round the fact I live in the UK and they won't let me buy it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a stinky one.
Yeah. But it's quite typical with Walt Disney World anyway, so let's think positively, Jane.
Okay.
Let's think positively.
Go on then.
There's a lot of really cool, exciting designs that you could argue are collectible designs. You've got Orange Bird, you've got Mickey and Walt Partners one, you've got the 4-park icons.
Yeah.
So many to choose from.
Oh yeah, and I think there's enough there as well to, you've got your Mickeys, your Minnies, you've got your princesses, you've got your Disney mom, your Disney dad, you've got your Star Wars, you've got your Marvel. There's going to be a design somewhere amongst all of those that will float somebody's boat, I would have thought.
And if you're going to wear one that shows your Disney personality.
Yeah.
Absolutely, rather than a boring red one or a boring blue one.
Yeah.
I think that $10 difference would be the sort of difference I'd sort of say, if I'm getting one with a design.
Yes. Yeah.
I do think it is worth that extra $10 upcharge if you are considering that level of purchase anyway. And do bear in mind, if you're buying them in the park, that they're only available from certain places and there is annual pass and other discounts available. Yes,
very true.
What else is positive? They enhance your park experience.
Apparently.
So you've got the Batu Bounty Hunters.
You have.
In Park Quest. And you can go around collecting the Fab 50 statues so that you can collect them into your Disney Appy thing.
Yes.
So that's something. People do like to go around and do this sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I do gather that Batu Bounty Hunters experience can go on for up to 6 hours.
Yeah, from what I've seen, there are up to 20 bounties that you can go and collect. So, obviously, the way the game works is a bit like what I would describe as a hot and cold game. You're either going in the right direction or you're not. And once you've found your bounty, you go and say, yes, I found it, and you get given credits for said bounty. And I understand there's 20 that you can collect. And there's rumours going around that one of them is going to be quite a a Star Wars iconic character. But I know no more than that at the moment. But I think then my little gripe with that is you're going to collect all these credits, but you don't get anything that I'm aware of at the end for collecting all these credits. It'd be quite nice if there was if you bothered to do the 6 hours or however long it may take you to do this quest, it'd be quite nice. Oh, well, if you've therefore got all 20, you get a little bit of a pin or something at the end of it.
Well, even something that really doesn't cost Disney a lot of money to do. Maybe you get to go to an exclusive character meet and greet to do with Star Wars.
Yeah, or a commemorative map or, I don't know, anything.
Because we know people will do it for those kind of little trinkets. For heaven's sake, look at the people that are going around doing the hide and squeak over at Epcot.
Yeah, exactly.
By going to find Remy all over the place and they get a plastic beaker.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you can do it for those ones, then it'd be nice if you could do it for this one as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah. What else? It interacts with the nighttime fireworks over in the Magic Kingdom and Epcot.
It does apparently, yeah.
But I'm going to put that into the negative bunch in a moment as well, so we'll draw a line. I can't think of any other positives apart from FOMO, the fear of missing out on something.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's the 50 statues, it's the bounty hunter game, it's interacting with the nighttime stuff. And then everything else is kind of the standard Magic Band stuff, isn't it? So you get all that you would have got with a Magic Band, you get with this, plus those other little bits extra.
Yeah. Oh, you don't even have to have a Magic Band. You could just use your Tefillon.
Yeah.
So, negatives.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have done copious amounts of research on this and watched a load of vloggerati share their opinions of it, from purchase to using it and whatever. And these are the main things that I'm hearing from everyone.
Okay, I might have a few more to add. Let's see if we agree. Okay. Go on.
When you buy it, it may have very little charge, no charge, or might be fully charged.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Potluck.
Yeah. When it is charged, it doesn't last very long.
Yeah, which from what I understand, they were kind of touting, oh yeah, it goes from 1 to 3 days. And I think people are finding a couple of hours.
Yeah. Now, let's be honest. The majority of people who do go to a Disney theme park and are listening to this podcast are in the kind of people that will be there with the world's biggest brick as a power supply.
True.
So you can recharge it and wear it, which is a plus point.
Yeah.
This is the next one that Craig from the Diz really highlighted for me. He was there watching Harmonious. He took his watch off his wrist and held it up so he could see Harmonious, and the fact his Magic Band was synced into the lighting up bit. But really, who wants to watch a watch when there is an amazing fireworks pyrotechnic spectacular going off in front of you? It's like, just a minute, I'm not going to look at the sky, I'm just going to look at this little band of mine as it goes yellow, pink and green.
See, I think this is my biggest gripe with it, is the fact that it's another bit of technology that you've got. I mean, we've all got smartwatches and we've all got fitness trackers and goodness knows what else. It's bad enough that we've got our phone with Lightning Lane and Genie Plus and Play apps and goodness knows what else. And now we've got another bit of technology to look at when we should be looking at the world around us. I must admit, I think I saw the same video as you, Michelle, and it was like, and it didn't really do all that much either when it did interact.
No.
Did it?
No. I'd be expecting fireworks to come out of the darn watch. Let's be honest. Sorry, band, it's not a watch. It doesn't tell the time. So, and that's another factor. I'll have my iWatch on one arm and then I'll have my Magic Band on the other. When I take my Magic Band off, I'm going to have a stupid white mark on my wrist for about 3 weeks when I get back off my holidays.
Well, I saw somebody actually testing it, and they'd actually got their iWatch and the Magic Band on the same wrist.
Yeah, I can just do without that. Yeah. What else was negative about it? The interactivity with the statues seems to be a bit hit and miss. And I know we were talking about this at the weekend when we did a Skype call with a few of our listeners that have become our little podcast family friends, and we met and did the quiz over COVID times. And I just sort of said to them, it's just a little bit like Kate Bush singing Wuthering Heights with her arms swaying in the air, trying to get this golden statue to say something. And it just looks ridiculous.
Well, I was watching, I've watched a number, probably a bit like you, Michelle, of various different people. And some it seemed to work for relatively straightforwardly. Others, they seem to be waving their arms around an awful lot, waiting for something to happen. And I don't know whether it's a thing of like, if you don't get it right the first time, you have to go away and go to a different statue and then come back to it. I know there's a thing about wait for it to vibrate before you wave your arms. It's like, well, if it's not intuitive, if it's not I go up to and just happen to move past and it goes off, then you're going to look like a bit of a plonker, aren't you? Stood there in, 95-degree heat, jumping around like you're doing some sort of fitness burst, dripping in sweat, it's not going to be glamorous, is it?
No.
And do I need to see other people doing it, and do other people need to see me doing it? The answer is no. Nobody needs that.
The thing is, that's really griped me. They had something very similar to this in Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, where you'd get your little card and you'd go around all around the kingdom, and they said, oh, well, we don't like people standing around, and they've removed it. And to me, that was so much better than this.
That was lovely.
And that was like, what, 8, 9, 10 years ago? So
easily,
it's like the technology hasn't moved on yet.
No, I mean, funny enough, Michelle, we were only talking about this the other day because obviously, again, we've been watching these videos, and Simon and I both said, we had such a fun time with the kids going around doing the Sorcerers game, because it was so lovely, and you had these little hidden things, and you could go up, put your card on, and the window would come to life, and you'd see all this amazing stuff, and the kids loved it. And actually, Simon and I, as adults, really enjoyed it. And it was just something a little bit different to do. You were in the parks, and you took whatever time out you wanted to do it. Great. Magic Band seems to have come along, and I mean, I will go back to 2013 when that was the last time I was in Disney World, and Magic Bands were just being piloted at that point, and they were all starting, all the little swiping points were starting to appear, and one thing or another, and it was all very exciting, and it was all this new tech. And it seems to be that they've been, cynically I could say, have they invested an awful lot of money in this system, but this system doesn't really do an awful lot now, particularly by today's standards, because technology moves on so quickly. And we've now got phones that will get us into our hotel room and into the parks. And so do you actually need a band of any description? So are they just putting this on a new band so that it's making use of a technology that's sitting there? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a bit too cynical.
Well, I will see what happens when I see other people in the park with them. I believe my travel buddy Caroline is going to be buying one. I don't think I will, because I can't see the value for me, who won't be probably going back to the parks for quite a while. So I'll save my money to buy something edible.
Yeah, I can imagine if you've got kids and the Bounty Hunter game might be quite a good one for them to do. But you're paying, what, $45 plus tax to do an interactive game?
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's see what else comes forward on these Magic Band Plus things. There might be a whole host of other things that are in the pipeline.
Absolutely. We don't know yet, do we?
So, Jane, it's that time of the year where we're all getting giddy about Halloween, because it's August now.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
I love Halloween, Michelle, but August, it's too early.
My local garden centre has up a Halloween-themed tree already, which tells me it's Halloween time. And what do you think of most about Halloween? You think about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Of course you do.
Of course. And obviously Disney want to maximise the profit. So not only do you buy a hard ticket to attend the event, then normally you go mad and buy all of the extra food and drinks that are themed around this season. Now, if you hop on over to DisneyDreamGirls.com, you will see a list of most of the items that are available purely at the party, and there aren't that many. For this year, they have got quite a lot of foods that are available at the party and also during normal operation hours as well.
Oh, okay.
But I put the list on the website, so if people want to have a little look-see, they can, rather than us just going through a list of food which we probably will just be here salivating over.
Making us hungry, yeah.
But there's a wide choice of things, lots of things that attract me, particularly a not-so-poison apple pie milkshake. I'm not so keen about the green apple whipped cream on the top, because I can imagine in this temperatures that you're going to be having in August for Halloween, it might be a bit ugh. But we'll see. We'll see. Lots of yummy, yummy things, though. There's a really nice array of snacks and drinks. And, of course, I will try one or two out and put some details up on the podcast family page. And one I definitely will be having is the Monster Cookie ice cream sandwich, and this is a double-decker of cookies, which are the monster cookies with their 3 eyes, filled with vanilla ice cream.
And lots of sprinkles.
Yeah, to make me look a little bit more hyperactive during the evening. But yeah, it's, different places around the park, and there seems to be something for everybody's palate, from different milkshakes to funnel cakes to cookies to, the usual churros. One thing that I can't stop getting excited about, and the lovely Marla Chan messaged me the minute she saw this, was the fact that there's going to be a soda-topped citrus swirl beverage.
Right, okay.
And my challenge is going to be to find out if it is actually citrus swirl or whether it is the version of it. It's very exciting, though.
Well, between this and Food and Wine, Michelle, you're going to have an awful lot of things to try, aren't you?
But this sounds really good. It's available at Sunshine Tree Terrace. It's the Jack-o'-lantern float, citrus swirl, and it does actually mention citrus swirl, with Fanta orange, brown sugar, whipped cream, and graham cracker crumbs. And that's exclusive to the party, so I will be investigating that for 100% definite.
Yeah, just because it's research and, you're doing us all a favour, aren't you, Michelle?
I'm not doing it for me.
No, it's for everybody else, isn't it?
Yeah. And then the last thing really to talk about is if the fact that you have already bought a hard ticket to go to the Halloween party and you wanted to pay out another hard ticket so you can get a hard ticket to go to the hard ticket event with a hard ticket dessert party.
So I'm paying out twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can have a selection of Halloween treats and then viewing either at the Tomorrowland Terrace or Plaza Gardens, depending on which version you're going to go and view. If you do the Plaza Gardens, it's $99 if you're aged 10 or above, or $59 for ages 3 to 9. If you want to view from the Tomorrowland Terrace, it's $115 if you're aged 10 or older, and $69 for ages 3 to 9.
Ouch.
Now, you do get a whole host of amazing things, according to Disney, from this, and some of it includes alcoholic beverages. But it's that same old gripe I have every year. If you are paying for the age 10 upward ticket, are you getting value if you're not able to get those alcoholic beverages? Because they're only available to ages 21 and above.
Yeah, it's a pity that they can't do a, like some sort of band system, so that, depending on the colour band that you buy, that you're either an alcohol or a non-alcoholic. Because obviously some people, for their own choices, don't choose not to have alcohol.
Yeah.
I like a glass of red wine, but cocktails don't sit that well with me. It's probably something that wouldn't necessarily appeal to me because everything there would be cocktaily based and just wouldn't be my sort of thing. So, yeah, it's a pity they can't do that, like a tiered sort of ticket instead.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, I won't be going because I'm not paying hard ticket price for a hard ticket. I haven't got that kind of money. I'd rather just go around and pick and choose which Halloween offering I would like myself.
I agree with you, Michelle.
Right, well, I think that's going to be winding up, and this is probably going to be the last podcast that Jane and I will prepare together prior to my going away on holiday. So we probably won't podcast again until September.
Oh my goodness, that sounds an awfully long way off, Michelle.
There is a show coming out on the 14th of August where I am joined by the lovely Kat and Lewis, and they are going to talk about some of the things that they are looking forward to going to do in the parks when they get to travel again. There is also some Patreon audio going out. One show's already up there for August, which is between myself and Jane. And then Kat and Lewis continue the conversation a little bit further, talking about Disney Springs and the resorts. And that will be available towards the end of August.
Keep it all going.
Keeping it all going. If you want to see any content from my travels, make sure you're following us on Instagram, particularly at DizDreamGirls, also on Twitter at DizDreamGirls. You can follow along in the Disney Dream Girls podcast family. I will be doing the majority of my live things through there. I might do a few on the podcast page in general. I'll also be doing some special bits and pieces for our Patreons. Patreon.com/Disney Dream Girls, where you can get bonus content and extra bits and pieces from my travels. But anyway, until next time, it's a goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.